Moore driving. 2 seconds on the shot clock. Fade away.
But the Citadel is a really aggressive defensive team. They like to bum guys off their cuts, and they like to be physical.
Christian Moore from downtown. He got it!
Instead, it's Moore from the corner.
And really putting the body on the back cut right there.
There's a three ball from
Moore. He's had the hot hands. He's got another.
Right away from out of BC Williams, all of them now are proving that they.
He's surrounded. He kicks it out to Moore. Moore. Back to. Good ball movement from the Bulldogs. And Kingsbury, so dangerous in the paint, kicks it out. Moore for three. On top.
They rotate properly, and then they wall up at the basket.
Taps and making them shoot it.
Moore for three.
Just the skill level of the Wildcats elite. So a tall task.
For the Citadel here early. Handoff from out of BC to Moore.
They kind of had to change the way that they played when they lost him. Ron Davis had a quiet first half. Look for him to get it going as well.
Got injured, and it changed everything. And they could have kind of just given up after they lost in the semifinals. But, boy, once they got that first one.
Moore checked by Johnson, backing him down. Moore, great move in the paint. Oh, and the finish.
Native of Chicago. Shot clock under 10. Now Moore spinning on Peterson. Good shot blocker. Fadeaway.
Coming up on 2 to go. Boy, what a battle. First game was a tight one. The second game, Chattanooga really dominated. Look at Moore.
Now it's Moore against Sumaro. Height advantage here. Double team comes.
He hasn't let that affect him at all. Christian Moore works in. Really now in a 2-3 matchup of sort. Moore, strong move over Washington.
Retreat out. Christian Moore drives against Prenti. Spins, turns, shot up with left hand. It's Kingsbury. Back over to Moore for three. Good. As quickly ahead, the Bulldogs come. Moore draws straight to the basket. Left hand finishes. Good.
And there's Christian Moore. Still looking for his first points. And on the fadeaway, he finds
to do late in the half. Let's give this team an opportunity.
Christian Moore, and put a shoulder into
Coastal Carolina, but he's a terrific basketball player. He was a terrific coach.
Christian Moore.
Ball reversed to Moore. Off the pump fake. Spins on Wilson. And a nice.
For the Chattanooga team. Moore had the side.
Davis up top, back to Moore. Moore working down low, guarded closely by Griffin. He'll spin.
Braxton Williams. Pass over to Moore. Moore goes right around Prenti. Goes to the rim, shot off the glass. Good.
More tight defense from Blaine. Moore with 4 to shoot.
Over, knocked away by Wilkins. Wally did a good job to force another Furman turnover. Moore in the lane.
This feels like a really big stretch right now. The next minute or two for the Bulldog.
Colin Mulholland, the redhead in the middle, is checked in for Chet. Gonzalez off the mark. Moore, the second chance won't fall. A third opportunity. Bradley High School in Illinois.
Rather take that a cup confident the first time.
Moore bullies his way inside. Sanford by 4. Still waiting for under 16 media timeouts. Christian Moore inside.
The Bulldogs got off to a hot start in the first half, a hot start in the second half. Can they do the same in overtime? Christian.
But I think there's that great move by Christian Moore. Bulldogs to get down in a hurry. Christian Moore in the paint.
Off like that quarterback to.
Dribbles around. Has it, top of the key. Drives, cut off. No, he'll start his drive again on the left baseline, outside the block. Trying to get a jump hook over the left shoulder.
Adebisi, a great out.
Wally over to Moore.
They double him. Good pass. Good shot. We're still getting open looks, but it
Drew it up. There's Marcos Gonzalez. He had a nice first half. Christian Moore trying to get been on the cusp of about down 10. What a balance pass, though.
They get two offensive rebounds in that one possession. They're going to have to really dig into it.
Moore toward the baseline.
That they brought in, they wanted to put an emphasis on shooting, and they
Out high, Christian Moore. Moore driving inside on.
Three from the way, Christian Moore. Wally now to the left corner. Three from Christian.
If you play like this for 3 days in at Braxton Williams cut off on the baseline for Moore. Yeah, he came to the Citadel because he promised Les Robinson that he would make a visit.
That's exactly right.
Three from Moore. Christian Moore.
off ball screens. Easy steal.
Moore. Applegate to the corner. Back over to Moore. Open. It's the third time in this game Mercer's had the lead. 4 to shoot. Out to Moore for 3.
Shot clock doesn't reset. Moore.
Christian Moore, pretty crossover, got him to the paint, and with more than 6 other conference wins. I got 5 in the bank already, and Christian Moore has.
Wally looking to distribute, finds Moore for 3. On target against the Citadel. Moore again. Adebisi put back. Moore a third try.
There's 3 steals and the block. I mean, absolute stat stuff.
You better be communicating.
Christian of possessions is able to execute.
Moore.
Work harder than ever to contribute offensively. He's
Kingsbury just all the way underneath, draws all. Kingsbury will drive. Now he'll kick. Moore for 3. Wide open 3 is.
Expecting him to score. Offensive rebound.
And you just cannot have enough of Mighty touching the ball in the post.
Christian Moore.
Nice. Wally cut off. Christian Moore will launch along. Wally cut off. Bears to continue to play good defense.
It makes a huge difference maker in recruiting.
Moore for 3.
Transition defense. Everybody's running towards the paint.
Another and one. Moore in the post. Banging with Holmes. Gets his own rebound. Coach Conroy at Tulane. Another stop as well. Moore off the glass. Now Wally. Moore drills it.
Adebisi hands it off. Moore three-pointer, and he bangs.
One opponent and really show that he belongs here.
Open some people's eyes.
Exactly.
Throws up.
Moore.
It'll be a really tough out in conference play. Off the timeout.
Applegate. Moore for 3. Got it. Now they get it inside to Moore. He has a height advantage here. Christian Moore. Christian Moore. He's got another one.
Almost came back. Here's a steal. And then a rejection.
The year they're finding a rhythm, and that's what good coaches do, well-coached teams do.
Offensive rebound.
And there's Mighty snatching the rebound. Bangs in.
The last couple runs down the floor. Taken away. Gets the double on the post. Running out of BC.
Some of the greatest of all time. Smith unable to finish to the bucket. Adebisi gets credit. Applegate ahead of the pack. Doesn't have numbers.
All right, back to action here. Second half in a 2-point ball game. Here's a 3 on the.
Now in the left corner, it's Moore. Right side, Applegate catching.
Davis over the right side to Moore. Give and go.
Everyone gets back. Kingsbury drills it. 5 on 4. Holmes still trailing. Williams from the corner. Kingsbury from the wing.
Shot blocked by Machot, but he gets on offensive rebound. Kick out, three-pointer from the left wing is good. His 10th made three of the year. Counter just a 28% three-point shooter. Back the up.
That was career high in that game, Dean. 26 points. Look at the nice find by
Kingsbury in the middle. Moore underneath. Reverse layup. Braxton Williams.
Help. Finds it in Hernandez.
Payne on the other end. Moore coming in from the corner, out to Applegate for three. Yes!
Argue Brian Taylor, or I could argue Blake Barkley, but they clinched the title with a week to go in the season. It feels
for Presbyterian so far this year, when he is playing well, when he has shot it well, they've been really good.
Braxton Williams.
Moore. Oh, and
the right guy to coach this team is really his third tour of duty. If you consider his playing the defense overplayed, what do? You go back door.
Moore on the wing. Williams, his third try.
More good feed on a BC.
Drive to the paint.
3-point. Oh, skying for the rebound.
Playing for Richard Johnson as Kearse misses the three. And